I recently made a post that pissed a lot of people off. Let's talk about it. And no, it was not a re-upping of my predictions, although that one did get a lot of people talking. No, it was the video I made after that, where I called people out and I said, if you don't believe something better can happen, you're the reason we're still in this predicament. That is a bold statement to be making out here on these TikTok streets, but guess what? I stand by it. However, I'm willing to unpack that in a bit more compassionate, softer way. Now, I came in hot on that post because anytime, like seriously, anytime I have a post go mega viral, and that one has over 500,000 views. Anytime I have a post go mega virals, the haters come out in droves. So I was feeling real spicy. I was not mincing words. I was not fucking around. And for that, it did serve its purpose. The haters have more or less scooted off and we're not going to be playing with them anymore. But that message did bristle quite a few people already in our 4am Club audience. And so that's what I want to talk about today. The central thesis of that message was that you don't have to agree with what I'm saying as a psychic, and you don't have to even want it. But the bigger picture is that the battle we're fighting here is not a physical battle against physical people. It's a battle of belief, specifically your self-belief. Your belief as a creator, your belief in something bigger. If you've been with me a minute, you have heard me say that this is so much bigger than the election, and it's even bigger than worldwide politics, because what's happening now is an ascension wave. An ascension is essentially a global process of human evolution in which we are working to raise our consciousness, to expand what we've been before. And so much of that, it's not just spiritual. It's about how we treat each other as humans, how we run the world as humans. And as part of that, a huge, major part of that includes our beliefs about how the world works and about what is possible for us as humans in the world. Many people have talked about a spiritual war and a war against light and darkness. And I really don't see it that way. I see it as a war between belief. Are you believing that the world out there, the people out there are more powerful than you and nothing you ever do is going to free you from what they're doing? Or do you believe in a higher power? And can you believe that that higher power is actually you? This one might be super easy in a theoretical sense. I am a spirit having a physical experience. I come from a place where all is possible. I am built in the mold of divine creator beings. I can manifest things. But often, that's where people stop. And the reason they stop is because when we live here on this earth, this place of duality, of contrast, of pain, where people can and do hurt you, we create a lifetime of beliefs that say, I'm not powerful. I'm not strong enough. Other people hurt me. I am a victim. Nothing ever changes. This is the war. This is the battle between light and dark. It is not out there. Out there is the manifestation of what we as humans are battling within. And you've heard me say that so many times. It's the macrocosm and the microcosm and back and forth. What we are battling within determines what is happening out there. And this is why I have been talking about healing and teaching you how to do your shadow work. Now, if you're new here, it might have seemed quite a choice that I was yelling at you to get your shit together. That's a bit bold. I get that. But if you've been here a minute, you know that I have devoted how many hours? Dozens of videos to teaching you how to battle your mind, how to unravel the tangles, how to heal yourself. I've even been holding light circles, which are group healing events. And by the way, I have another one coming up tomorrow. Please get it, the link in bio. If you're seeing this after Wednesday, you can get the replay. I have devoted at least half of my time, if not more, on this channel, helping you do that work to untangle the beliefs, to get into the wound and to heal that wound, because that is how we win the battle, both within and without. And that is the point of the video. We cannot expect change on a global scale if the majority of people are still in disbelief. They still do not believe that we, the people, have power. That our free will is about us choosing to create a different world. About us believing that we can evolve beyond what's always been, that we can create something new simply by our desire and our belief to experience it. We, individually and collectively, are that powerful. And as more people awaken to that fact and accept that fact and start working on that belief, become the belief, then there is nothing in the physical world that can stand. When the majority of people and their belief is that we the people are powerful, we the people want change, that is when the external circumstances change. In addition to my healing circles, I've done a number of channeling circles and teaching events where I have taught this information. I've unpacked it more than in a 5-minute video. So if you're interested, you can go and check that out in my bio. I also have blog posts on my website that talk about it in detail. But this is just an overview to help you understand that this cosmic universal truth is what the shift is about. It is not about who's in the White House. It's not. It's about when will the majority of people awaken to their power, their truth as divine creator beings. And when the majority do that, then our energy collectively is manifesting leadership and systems, government, communities that reflect what we believe about ourselves and our world. And spoiler alert, they already do. They already do reflect what we as a society have believed for centuries. They are the manifestation of what we have agreed to, what we have allowed. And the reason we've agreed to it and allowed is because we have believed that this is how it is, that this is as good as it gets, that the bad guys always win, that government is corrupt, that nothing is ever going to change. And so as we shift our focus from what's going on out there and we look inside, where within us were those beliefs created? And as we do that work to unpack it and heal it, we are then free to move into a new creation where we can have something better manifest for ourselves and the world. I'm going to leave you with one final piece of wisdom. That if you're doing the shadow work to heal your wounds, that is fantastic. And I love that journey for you. But you ain't done. Healing the wounds, healing victimhood is phase 1 of shadow work. Phase 2 of shadow work goes deeper. Phase 1 is how have they hurt me? And that's big. That is big. Phase 2 is how have I hurt others? How have I perpetuated the cycles of what other people have done to me? That's tough. But what's even tougher is phase 3, which is how have I done this to myself and thus created the world that I now live in? You can heal all the wounds in the world that you want to heal. But if you are still stuck in that phase 1, there's a good chance that despite all your healing, you're still in a pattern of victimhood, that other people can and do hurt me. And it's not until we decide to shift that belief in, yes, other people can and do hurt me, but, and I can create healing. And that doesn't have to be my dominant story. The deeper into these layers we heal, the more rapidly and profoundly the world around us changes. So when I say we are in this situation because not enough of you believe, that's what I mean. I'm not blaming you for my psychic predictions not coming true. I am holding you accountable for your own healing work. Because as we continue to do this, the world has no choice but to change. If the entire world has changed, then the way things were will fall away. If you want more help doing this work, I do have replays of healing circles available, and I have a free workbook on my website to help you do the shadow work. You can get it at the link in bio, and it's at giaprism.com.